too long after that. But why out the blue, we wound up seeing her in Michigan again. Just out the blue. Like, bro, I seen your baby mama walking the blade down there on Harper. So he like, you nigga, you lying. I'm like, bro, your baby mama down there walking the blade on Harper. He go down, we go down there, he see her, like, lo and behold, like, how the hell you get from Vegas? But and that's when, or not too long after that, we found out one of our lifelong friends was gay, and he was out there uh turning tricks. He was turning tricks, and we found out he was gay and he was turning tricks by my homeboy baby mama that was addicted to drugs, and she only was a prostitute to fuel her drug addiction. Like, she was the one who uncovered this this whole lie and scheme, and just this whole alternate lifestyle that one of our friends was just hiding for years. Like, one of our friends was a gay male prostitute, because my friend's lady, she was the lady of the night only when it benefited her drug addiction. So one night I was kicking it with my homie. His lady was like, "Hey, I want to go out and make some money." So we go out, drop her off. At this point in time, on this part of the east side, the whole stroll was on Harper. It was a nice little stroll. I would say anywhere from like Chalmers or Dickerson area, for anywhere from like Dickerson down to like Connor. On Harper was the whole stroll. We dropped her off in that area near Broncos, where that abandoned little apartment is at. And then not too long after, we came, picked her up. She was like, "Hey, some dude out here trying to take our tricks." We just laughed it off like it was just like some old, like some shit she was just trying to say to get a laugh or some type of attention. Um, so time went by. She actually wanted to go back out again to make some more money, possibly for drugs. We drop her back off, and then now we go pick her up. It's the same story. Hey, some guys out here taking our tricks, and most of the prostitutes was feeling some type of way because some dudes out there really taking their tricks, taking their money. Some guy is out there taking their money, not some new prostitute is out there taking their money. It's some dude. So we take her to the drug house. She do her drugs. Time go by, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. She want to go back out there for the last time tonight. We take her, but this time she calls back a little early. Be, and then we go pick her up, and then she running back to the car, and she's pointing this guy out, and lo and behold, it's this dude that we grew up with most of our life and went to school with, and like we known this guy since we were in like the fourth or fifth grade, and we're like in our mid 20s at this point, mid 20s at this point, at least 25, 26, 27, at least 27 years old at this time. And we found this out, and it's like, how could you even be doing this type of shit so close to home? What would even make you want what would even make you what would even make you want to do some shit like that so close to home, bro? You grew up around heterosexual males. You pretended to be a heterosexual male all your life, but then you do some homosexual male type of shit around, not too far from the community that you were raised in, around heterosexual males, like, what do you think is going to happen? Because you're lying to us. You know, you need to just tell the truth so we would know how to treat you. We felt really betrayed by our friend because, live your life, bro. Live your life. If you're gay, you're gay. That's your life. We don't have to live it for you. You know, but hey, hey, I still got love for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that I have to rethink about me and you. And no hard feelings either. Like I said, I have, if you're gay, be that. That's your life. That's your lifestyle. I can't do anything. I can't I can't live your life for you, man. Um but hey, any support, hey, you, you're still my brother. I've known you since sixth grade, you know what I'm saying? And we fucking 27 at the time. Like, don't be toxic and be, and try to shun this person off into the wilderness somewhere and try to make everybody, in their relationship with the person just because, they got this alternate lifestyle. But you do feel a little betrayed after a while. Bro, like, how are you hiding you're gay? Like, it was times, it's been times, I don't know if anybody know what, and this ain't nothing to brag about or be proud about either. But I remember one time, I don't know if anybody know what a bus stop is or a train. That's when more than one person have sex with one person. Well, group, a gangbang or whatever you want to call it. But we used to call it a bus stop back in the day, back in Detroit, back in the '90s. It was called a bus stop, and we used to run bus stops, and he would be a part of the bus stops with the young lady. It'll be like maybe five or six of us, and maybe one or two young ladies. And after it was all said and done, one of the young ladies was like, "Hey, I want to go around with him again." And the him was the dude that we found out was gay years later, And it was like, hey, I mean, what's that about? But whatever. But yeah, man, that was some weird. That was weird. How do you find out your homeboy is a gay prostitute when your other homeboy, baby mama, is a drug addicted prostitute who only prostitute to fuel the drug addiction? Weird. Weird shit. Only in Detroit. Only in Detroit. Only in Detroit. You would think God don't like that place. But then certain times it'd be like, well, I guess he do. I guess he do. You know, it's like, wow. It's crazy.